It is the sound your cat makes when they see you come home, when you walk into the room they are in, when you call their name and they respond before approaching. It is quiet enough that you might miss it altogether if the television is on or the house is noisy, and most owners who do notice it interpret it as a cute vocal quirk, a characteristic sound their particular cat makes without understanding its communicative function. Dr. Suzanne Sheets, a phonetician at Lund University who has spent her career studying the acoustic properties and social functions of cat vocalizations, describes this trill as one of the most socially significant sounds in the domestic cat's repertoire. Unlike the meow, which cats almost never direct at other cats, producing it almost exclusively for human communication, the trill is a sound cats use both with other cats they are bonded to and with their primary human. It is a greeting, a check-in, an acknowledgement of the specific, recognized presence of someone important. More significantly, the trill is not produced generically or indiscriminately. Cats trill at individuals they have identified as their primary bond. They do not trill at strangers. They often do not trill at secondary household members with anything approaching the frequency they trill at their chosen person. The trill your cat produces when you specifically enter a room is a personalized, socially meaningful vocalization that says, "I see you. I recognize you. You matter enough that your presence produces a sound in me that I do not make for everyone." Here is what most owners miss. They hear the trill, they smile, they move on. They do not respond to it as the specific social bid it is. The appropriate response to a trill is not silence and a head scratch. It is acknowledgement, a verbal response, eye contact, a slow blink. A moment of genuine mutual recognition. Your cat has been greeting you with one of their most socially significant sounds every time you walk into the room. They deserve a greeting back. The way your cat positions themselves near you is telling you something precise. This is the behavior that is most consistently missed, because it is so quiet, so unremarkable looking, and so easy to attribute to comfort or habit that most owners never register it as communication at all. But the specific way your cat chooses to position themselves in relation to your body, where they sit, how close they come, which direction they face, how much of their body is oriented toward you, is a continuous, real-time readout of their emotional state and the current depth of your bond. A cat who positions themselves within touching distance but does not make contact is demonstrating what behavioral researchers call affiliative proximity, the voluntary maintenance of closeness for its own sake without any instrumental need driving it. They are not there for food. They are not there for play. They are there because you are there and your presence is sufficient reason. This is not casual. In a cat whose default setting is independence, choosing to be near someone when there is no need-based reason to do so is one of the clearest behavioral indicators of primary attachment available. A cat who positions themselves so that their back is to you, sitting facing away while remaining close, is communicating something even more specific. In feline body language, turning your back to another being is not indifference. It is the opposite. Turning your back requires the complete absence of threat perception. It is your cat saying, in the clearest physical language available, I am not monitoring you for danger. I trust you completely. You are safe enough that I do not need to watch you. And a cat who positions themselves so that they are touching you, pressed against your leg, tucked against your side, a paw resting on your arm, is depositing scent, refreshing their chemical signature on the person they have claimed as their own, and communicating membership in the most biologically literal way available to them. Feline behavioral research has found that the proximity, orientation, and contact behaviors cats direct at their primary human occur with a frequency and specificity that is simply not replicated with any other individual in their environment. The way your cat positions themselves around you is not habit. It is not coincidence. It is a continuous, specific, real-time communication about who you are to them, updated and renewed every single time they choose where to be in a room that contains you. Here is what most owners miss. They register the presence of their cat nearby without examining the specific quality of that presence, the distance, the orientation, the contact, or its deliberate absence. Each of these is a word and a sentence your cat is writing continuously. Learning to read those words does not require expertise. It requires only attention, the specific, directed attention that your cat has been directing at you every single day, waiting patiently and without complaint for you to turn it back toward them. The moment your cat has been waiting for you to understand this final behavior is the one that brings everything in this video together. And it is the one that, when you finally see it for what it is, changes the texture of your entire relationship with your cat. Your cat seeks you out. Not when they are hungry, not when they want to play. In the quiet moments of the day, when you are sitting still, when the house is calm, when nothing in particular is happening, your cat crosses the distance between where they are and where you are for no apparent reason and simply arrives near you. They do not ask for anything. They do not perform. They simply come and are present in your specific location. Most owners receive this with distracted warmth. Their cat has appeared beside them. They offer an absent-minded pat and return to their phone or their book or their television. The cat receives the pat, settles nearby, and the moment passes without being recognized as what it was. What it was, in feline behavioral terms, is a social visit, a deliberate, unprompted, need-free decision to close the physical distance between themselves and the being their emotional world is organized around. It is what researchers studying feline social cognition describe as voluntary social proximity, the choosing of closeness as its own end, with no other motivation required or present. Research from the Human-Animal Bond Research Institute examining the behaviors that most strongly predict deep, secure bonding in cat-human relationships found that this pattern of spontaneous, need-free proximity seeking is one of the most reliable indicators of primary attachment available. Cats who do this, who appear beside their person not because they want something, but simply because they want to be near them, are displaying a form of social